Like I've said categorically on several occasions, that officer exercised serious indiscretion and was immediately suspended and will be put through the disciplinary process for her indiscretion and for not using proper judgment. No person other than authorized election and boundaries officials belong in the office except if they're registering, and certainly not after working hours, and certainly should not be around any of the documents or the information or the computer of the department. That having been said, though, we are confident that there is no way that that person's presence in the office could have compromised the election list, could have compromised the election process. And we want that to be explicitly clear to all Belizeans, that just being in the office was wrong, but that person could in no way have access to changing anything that would affect the outcome of an election.
We're in a politically charged season right now, leading up to a municipal and, who knows, shortly after maybe a general election. The situation in Dangriga, where somebody was trying to make off with the computer used to register voters, is there a correlation, or was this just a crime of circumstance?
Well, I'm hoping that it was just circumstantial. I wouldn't want to think that that anybody would be serious enough about having this information and breaking into the Dangriga office, and I certainly don't even want to speculate if that is so as to which who would want to do that. But we believe it's a random act and of burglary, and we will repeat, though, that even if they had taken the computer, it could not have compromised the election list, because those lists are not only kept at the office on those computers, but are also kept at the main office. There are also, as you know, binders that have the official documents, and so there's no way having that computer could affect or compromise the election process.
The opposition People's United Party is taking the chief elections officer to court for a decision she made in the Corozal Southeast constituency. Might the PUP just be jumping the gun a little bit?
I think they're totally playing politics with an issue which they know fully well how it works. The law states, first of all, that the chief elections officer may grant permission, and it says may for a specific reason, because it's not an outright right of anybody to peruse the binders. It is at the discretion of the chief elections officer, and though we want to be fair and transparent, you must also make those requests in light of the workload of the department. And as the chief elections officer said to the PUP, please apply at another time when we can accommodate your request because of the number of persons that were going into the office to be registered. In Corozal district alone, I can tell you that over 1,200 persons applied to be on the voters list in this last month. And so you can imagine that with 2 or 3 staff members there, and with 2 of them at least having to be going and doing field visits to verify 1,200 persons who have applied to make sure that they live there, the other one remaining in the office to take in new applicants, and the fact that the perusal of the binder needs to be done in the presence, constant presence of an officer. We couldn't spare any officer, and that's all the chief elections officer said to the PUP. Please come back at another time when we can afford to put an officer to sit there with you while you peruse the binders. She has now given them that letter starting today.